Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Prakash Kulkarni's Lectures. In this episode, we learn about prepositions. Now, let us study what is preposition. A preposition shows relationship or position between two objects within a sentence, and it is placed before noun or pronoun or a noun phrase. Noun phrase means group of two or more words. A preposition is a word with a noun or pronoun to tell what, where, when, and how. Now let's study the first sentence here. A book is on the table. In this sentence, on is the preposition. After on, there is a noun, the table. Please remember, in English language, preposition comes before the noun, whereas in Kannada or in our native language, after the noun preposition comes. So this is the difference between English language and our mother tongue, Kannada or whatever it may be. In the second sentence, a dog jumped over the fence. Here the preposition is over. It is relating jumped verb and the fence noun. This way it is relating two words within the sentence. In the third sentence, Agra is famous for Taj Mahal. Famous is adjective, Taj Mahal is a noun, for is preposition, for is relating famous and Taj Mahal. There are different types of prepositions in English. One is simple prepositions. To give you some examples, they are on, in, near, under, behind, between, about, etc. Please remember these words. They are very, very important because in the examination they will ask you to identify the parts of speech. Therefore, you have to remember all these prepositions. The second type is phrase prepositions. That means minimum two words will be there in a group. That is why they are called group of words or a preposition phrase. According to, here according and to, two words together it is according to, by virtue of, three words are there, along with, by way of, except for, as for, in case of, because of, etc. So these prepositions are called group of words or preposition phrases. Now, third point, let us come to kinds of prepositions. The first one is prepositions of time, second, prepositions of position, third one is prepositions of direction and other prepositions. Now let's start with prepositions of time. It answers when. These show us to when something happens. Here are some of the most common prepositions of time. They are at, on, in, by, for, since, after, before, till, from, to, during, etc. Now let us study preposition at. At is used with a definite point of time. Here I have given how to use preposition at. Now first one is at 5 o'clock or at 10:30 am. For any clock time we should use at. When do you get up? If anybody asks you, you say I get up at 6 am. Don't say I get up 6. I get up at. Therefore clock time we have to say at. My example is my father leaves home at 5 o'clock. Second one is at dawn. At dawn means just sunrise. Birds fly at dawn. At noon, that is exactly 12 noon. The train departed at 12 noon. At dusk, dusk means sunset. The cattle return home at dusk. At night or at midnight. I shall travel at night today. At Deepavali or at Christmas or at Ramzan. Any festival is there, we have to use the word at. Example, I met him at Dasara last year. Next one is at the weekend. Are you free at the weekend? Next one is at present. At present he is in America. This way at is used. Now at is used with a definite point of time. At always indicates specific time. For example, I get up at 5 am every day. He goes to college at 10 am. The class starts at 10:30 am. Note, exceptions are that we say at the weekend, at night, at Christmas, at Dasara, at the moment, but it is not in the night, it is at night. You can have look at the pictures here. He came here at dawn, just sunrise, at dawn. He is meditating at sunset. Stop writing at 12 noon. In the examination, teacher says stop writing at 12 noon. Have a look at this picture. We can see stars at night. Please remember at night. Now prepositions are concerned, they are usages. Please remember, it is not related to grammar. It is usage of words in a sentence. In the second picture, we can see stars in the sky. In the sky. We lit lamps at Deepavali and at Christmas. Any festival is there, we have to use preposition at. In this table, you can see study in, how to use in. The usage of in is more. In is used for part of the day, months, years, seasons, decades, centuries, and long periods of time. Now let us study one by one. In the morning, it is a part of the day. Usually once we get up to 12 noon, I drink tea in the morning. In the afternoon, generally we say 12 to 4 o'clock or 5 pm. I take lunch in the afternoon. In the evening, it is also part of the day. Shall we meet in the evening? Now, in June, remember, right from January to December, any month you have to use in. In June, Usha's birthday is in June. In 1947, any year you discuss or take for that matter, we have to use in for any year. We got independence in 1947. In summer, see, for any season, in winter, in rainy, in summer, we have to use in. Ballari is very hot in summer. In an hour or in a week, I shall meet you in an hour. That means before 60 minutes. In 15th century, sea voyages took place in 15th century. This way we use in. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. These are all parts of the day. Now, it is snowy in winter season. Please remember season. For any season, we should use in. What is new in 2020? In. If you want to use any year, you have to use in. My examination is in July. Like that, we should use in. And many people are born in December. If you want to use any month, we should use in. January to December, use in. Please remember, these are fixed expressions in English. Coming to next preposition, on. On is used with days, dates, and on specific days. On Sunday, any day you speak about, we have to use on. Please contact me on Sunday. On 15th date, if you want to express any date, compulsorily we have to use on. School reopens on 15th June. On his or her birthday or on Republic Day. She gave me a gift on my birthday. On birthday is a special day. On New Year's Day, it is a special day. We met her on New Year's Day. You can have a look at these two photographs. One is on New Year's Day, another one is on Republic Day. Day and date you remember, it is always on. Coming to other prepositions of time. Now see here, left side you have since. Since time, definite time, since 8 o'clock, since Monday, since January, since 2001, or since his marriage. For specific time, point of time, we use since. Example you see there, she has been cooking since 8 a.m. I have given example of time only here. Coming to for means period of time. Now I have been teaching English a month, actually for a month. So for a month means for 30 or 31 days. Coming to after, college closes after 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock. Before, meet me before 8 a.m. Till, doctor will not come till 6 p.m. During, many were killed during the world wars. So during is usually known period. From to or from till. Anyone we can use. My examination is from Monday to Saturday or from Monday till Saturday. From, it is a commencement of an action. My sister's tests start from Thursday. Now on is generally indicates a fixed date or a day. You please remember DD. DD means Doordarshan. DD means demand draft. But here DD means date and day. Remember DD. So for DD we have to use preposition on. Example is given there. We have a meeting on 15th January. Second one, he celebrates his birthday on 10th December. My exam starts on Monday day. The doctor examined him on Friday. First two sentences I have given examples of dates, and third and fourth I have given example of days. You can see here her exam is from Monday. Any day you can say from Monday, from Tuesday, like that, from Monday. Her exam is till 11th January. That is the ending point, till. So it refers to date, till 11th. Now, in this calendar you can see her examination is from 20th to 25th January 2020. It is starting to ending, it indicates from and to. Her examination is from Monday to Saturday. In the first example, I have given dates from 20th to 25th January. In the second sentence, I have given examples of days from Monday to Saturday. So next one, we are going to prepositions of movement. Prepositions of movement or direction are used to show movement from one place to another. These prepositions are most often used with verbs of motion and are found after the verb. For example, around, along, across, up, down, into, over, toward, onto, through, to, from, out of, etc. Now have a look at this photograph. At the center there is earth. So there is a moon. The moon revolves around the earth. Please remember, around and round are same. You can say around the earth or round the earth. In the second photograph you can see You can take a turn around the junction. When you are taking your car or motorcycle, you are taking around the junction. Now, along. Along means moving in a constant direction. Now, in this photograph, you can see a train is moving along the track. In particular direction, it is moving. In the second sentence, we drive a car along the road. In the third sentence, they walked along the beach. And how to use across? Across means, you remember, just cross. Across is a preposition, cross is a verb. Across means from one side to the other side of the road. Now have a look at this photograph. There are ducks, they are moving from one side to another. The ducks are walking across the road. Mihir Sen, one of the good swimmers of India, now he is no more. Mihir Sen swam across the English Channel, from one end of the English Channel to another end. Third sentence is, I ran across the street. Through. Through means in the interior of something. You can have a look at this photograph. The sun is behind the cloud. The sun's rays pass through the clouds. Through the clouds. You can see here glass. A person is looking. We can see the clouds through the glass, because glass is transparent. We cannot see through the paper, but we can see through the glass. An announcement came through the mic. Please remember, through the mic. Electricity passes through the wire, like that. Now in the fourth sentence, the Krishna river flows through Karnataka state. And in the fifth sentence, you can see a train is coming through the tunnel. Through the tunnel. In this, you can see up. A person is going up the stairs, and opposite of up is down. In the second picture, a person is coming down the stairs. And in the third picture, a train is coming into the tunnel. Into, you can see the picture very clearly, into the tunnel. Whereas in the fourth photograph, you can see a train is going out of the tunnel. Into opposite is out of. Remember this way, a train is going out of the tunnel. In the next episode, we shall study about prepositions of direction and place. Thank you for watching. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to my channel for updates on new videos. Thank you once again.